Pandora bracelet that when I was sworn in 2011, my brother and his wife that live in Michigan, they brought me a Pandora bracelet with a couple of charms. And when I was sworn in here for the 113th Congress, they came, and I saw there was a little Pandora box, and I thought, oh, they bought me a charm for my bracelet. Well, it's actually 4 charms, 4 letters that spell hope. And my brother, I mean, you know, this is a guy who lives in Michigan. He's just a simple guy. You know, he retired early from General Motors for health reasons. He takes care of his yard. He golfs, goes up north, back to Ironwood, you know, during the summer to drink beer, play golf, and eat pasties. That's it. And he said, Renee, you and your friends in Congress are our last hope. You are the ones who are standing in between us losing our country. You have to stand strong. Now, if that's coming from your average guy, what else do we need to know? We're fighting for our children's future. We're fighting for our grandchildren's future. We're fighting to save this country. There again, as Republicans, we're talking about turning this economy around, getting people back to work, balancing the federal budget in 10 years. That is a huge goal. Barack Obama's goal is to crush us as Republicans and win back the majority in the House in 2014 so that he can take forward his full agenda. Ladies, it is time for us to all come together and lead the charge. And I'm going to be there in Washington doing this. I just got on the Energy and Commerce Committee, which is a very powerful committee in Washington, where I will have a strong voice, very strong voice for North Carolina and District 2. But I was also very recently, before we came home, elected to our Republican Women's Policy Committee as chairman. And I have already spoken to the speaker, I've already spoken to Eric Cantor, and I said, I'm going to make this committee the strongest committee in Washington because the women have got to be seen, the women have got to be out there, and we have got to... When women come together and lead the charge, the men will come along. And no disrespect to any of the men here, but you know, I will have to say, especially being, you know, there's again only 19 of us now, we are in the minority. We know how to speak to people. You know, we've had kind of a policy there in the 112th of staying in the 30,000-foot level. Well, that's great because we were always wanting to be on the positive side of things. We were always wanting to talk about positive growth and moving the country forward. Unfortunately, we forgot that the average person is about 5'5", and we need to look straight into their eyes and tell them that we care about them, and that's the reason we're fighting so hard in Washington. And forget about the high platitude. We will reach that. We will get that. But we've got to make sure people understand that the reason we're doing it is for them and their families and for the future of this country so that their children are not going to be saddled with the $69,000 that they're going to be receiving as a bill by 2016 just for being born. We've got to stop it. We know we can. We can lead the charge. We can bring in those individuals that we have not been able to reach because they've turned away from us because they don't think that our message is their message. There are a lot of people out there who are conservative. Whether we're talking about ethnic groups or we're talking about young women, they believe like we do. We just have to make sure that we reach them, that we listen to them, that we speak to their hearts, and we can win them back.